All right, Daryl here. We're back at it again. I'm gonna try not to say so much. That's what I'm trying to work on, just making these videos. That's why I'm just posting them. That way I can look back at them and just start learning from my mistakes. Anyways, it's January 18th. Crunch time's coming. We don't have a lot of time left. My hair is a mess. I don't care, obviously, because I'm gonna get ready to work on this thing. Tuesday night, which would have been the 16th, 17th, I came out here and it was freaking cold. I mean, it had to be about 0 degrees. I think my heater over there with no insulation in the shop got the shop up to 40 degrees, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing or whatever, but I laid insulation down, all the sound deadener mat that I've got. So, been laying that down. I got to finish that up tonight. I think I worked for maybe about 4 hours, and then finally I just told myself I'm too cold, and I had to go inside. So, but I'll kind of take you through a tour of what I did the other night, and then what my plans are tonight. And then I want to make a little video on some special stuff too. Well, just something cool that's cool about the 54. And I'm not sure if it's 54 only, but we'll go with it. I'll probably make it into a short later too. Try my hand at that. So sorry, I forgot I'm gonna start turning the camera this way. That way you guys are actually getting a wide shot. But I was talking about how cold it was the other night. The heater's been going for maybe about an hour. I had to go snowblow outside real quick because we've been getting a ton of snow in Michigan. Let's see. But the good thing is, it looks like we're already up to about 45 degrees, maybe. Yeah, we're getting close to 50, and the heater's only been running for that long, so that's good. It's not like the other night. It was freezing, man. So what did I do? Oh yeah, well, let's talk about these first. So we had a giant snowstorm somewhere around like the 12th or the 13th of January. I think most of the United States did, at least. So, but long story short, delayed a lot of packages. I'd ordered these probably on the 6th or something like that. Took a while. I think the guy, I don't remember the guy is, but you know, for $70, they're pretty solid. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, got my organ pipe speaker covers. I got my kickers down there in a box. That's going to be one of the projects tonight. This is not the placement for it though. I kind of figured out, like, if you can see, it's too far right there, and we don't want to hit the seat. So we're going to go right in the middle of where that X is, which I know I'm taking some structure out, but hopefully the speakers will take care of that, you know. So, but that one's placed where it is. The other thing I wanted to talk about, which I didn't really want to get rid of, but I think it's time, because I mean, this car isn't the previous owners anymore. It's my car. The Jackson Community College, right there, sticker, which I don't know how long that thing's been on there. Jackson Community College is not even a thing anymore. I think it became Washtenaw or something. I have no idea. Could be wrong. Tell me in the comments. But the cool thing is, as far as I know, this whole car, for being a Michigan car, it's actually in really good shape. Yes, it does have some rot that I'm gonna have to fix coming up here before I actually paint the car and paint the roof and everything, the actual body of the car. But right down here, this is one of my favorite things, and I'm thinking about maybe pulling it off and trying to polish it too. This Crutchfield Jackson dealer badge right there. So Crutchfield Chevy or Chevrolet was actually a thing in Jackson, Michigan, and it was a dealership at one point. It no longer exists, but that's one of the things I think are pretty cool. So this is where I left off. So I've got most of the floor up to the firewall insulated. I've got a few little spots I've got to finish up. Stuff lays pretty good. As you can see, I've got like that spot right there by the trans tunnel I got to finish up. You know, I've never laid this. I actually never watched anything how to lay this. I have no idea. Probably did a bunch of stuff wrong. I know there's some gaps, whatever. First time I did it, I'm figuring it out. Now, the one thing I'm trying to figure out tonight is, can I cover right there where the back seat goes? Because I don't want to cover it and then it be too thick with the insulation and the carpet. But I really want to do the wheel wells right there, because that's going to take down on a lot of road noise. And then I even thought about doing the package tray up there, but I think it's going to be okay with the cardboard and everything. I got something special for the package tray, which it'll be fun. All right, what are our goals that I want to accomplish by the time you watch the end of this video? Finish using the rest of the insulation that I do have, because I am running out. I wanted to do the ceiling, but the budget right now is probably not going to happen. So people are just going to have to live with like my gloss black ceiling where you can still see some of the old insulation. This car is not going to win awards. I don't care. That's fine. What I am doing is getting it ready to have a goal. That way it's getting done. I'm learning something right now because that's what I do. You know, I just go out there and try to do it. Don't ever feel like just because you don't know how to do something that you can't do it. I've learned that, you know, I've learned that throughout my whole life. I never learned how to weld. Still not the best welder, but I can run a MIG gun. Okay, so I feel pretty confident in that, and I'm still learning every day. Okay, you know, don't let that ever hinder you. Now the other thing I can't do right now is I really don't know how to paint. Now I've got a friend, Clifton Darnell, who's going to give me a hand painting the dash, and then also he's going to do my garnish moldings and all that other stuff. And the other one I wanted to do was door panels. I think I'm going to hire someone to do that as well. I got a price the other day from an interior guy, at least to do my door cards that I want to do, and you know, little custom style. So I'm going to have him do it. Sometimes you got to leave it to the professionals. We only got a month and a half right now, less than a month and a half probably. And then obviously I'm just doing this after work and on the weekends or whenever I have time. So that's when that's another problem I have. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because it's, you know, but then also when you're asking for help, always remember your friends and coworkers or whatever and family, their time is valuable too. So don't feel like you shouldn't compensate them just because they're friends with you. Compensate. Try to. I try my best to do that. I feel like I don't always, but I try my best. I know I'm putting my heart on my sleeve right now, but whatever. So anyways, let's get back to what my goals are. Goals are finish doing the rest of the insulation. Went on a tangent there. Finish the rest of the insulation. I want to make some templates, and I want to cut the holes for the speakers so I can get those in there, and that's done. And then maybe even tonight, go get my roll of speaker wire and run wire up to the dash at least for the speakers, and just get them all wired in the back there. You know, basically I want to work from the back up. Okay, I don't know when we're going to paint the dash. It's going to take a minute for me and Clifton to kind of schedule that, but I want to at least be able to try to get the back seat back in here along with part of the carpet once I get all that done. So we'll kind of go from there and see what happens. All right, cool. So I'll do a end of the night video, I guess, and we'll go from there. Okay, so real quickly, I wanted to do a video on this little thing right here. So this, I'm trying to hold. See, folks, we're learning. I thought I took a whole video of taking this access panel off, and I didn't. So anyways, what I was trying to explain was, so I've noticed, but maybe there's some other 53, 54 Chevy guys out there, it looks like GM put this panel in here potentially. I mean, it looks factory to me. And they did that so you can access the bell housing bolts on the back of the transmission. Now, I've got a 327 in here now. That's this cable right here is I think that's my kickdown cable. Anyways, but you can see that with this panel now you can access the inside, or I mean the bell housing bolts on the transmission if you're going to pull the transmission separately. So, which is awesome. Now I've noticed on the 53 hardtop that I have outside that this does not have a panel. Now, something that is different between those two cars is this was an automatic car, and you know, the 54 was an automatic car, and now I know the one outside, the 53 was a 235 with a 3-speed manual transmission. So maybe that's the difference. I don't know. I really haven't asked anybody about it. If anybody's watching this video, maybe they can let me know. So just wanted to show you that cool little trick. So I've already had this off when when I pulled the 235 and the that power glide out of here, I got to do a little bending on this. I did paint it with the Rust-Oleum the other day when I painted the floors. I want to get it bent back, and then we're gonna cover it with some of this insulation mat. You know, I feel like the more of the mat I've got in here, the better. That way it'll kind of sound deaden everything. So, but anyways, cool. So we're gonna keep going there. I'm gonna throw a little mat up into that wall for right now. I should have welded those up, I know, but I'm just gonna put some plugs in there because I'm not using those holes anymore now. And that panel, this access panel I'm gonna keep back here that is getting blocked by the defroster vent. But I might take that and weld those holes up once I take it off again. But I'm gonna use the one hole right there. You can see all my wiring going out of there. So I've cleaned this wiring up a lot, believe it or not. But anyways, I need to still get it zip tied up, and we're gonna go from there. And then this is kind of cool. Made my own connector for the gauge cluster. Let's try to get that in focus. I don't know if it will. There you go. With a kit I bought on Amazon. So that way it's removable, and it'll make it a lot easier when I'm doing stuff, especially everything I'm doing right now. So, all right, cool. That's it. All right. Didn't do a finish up video. Just got too tired, too cold last night. January 19th. So I'm gonna wrap this all up into one video. What did I do? Got a lot of the insulation done. Let me flip the camera back around for you guys. Boy, it's cold out here. Shop's still warming up. Most of the insulation's done pretty much. I got the firewall done. That little trap door done I was talking about. It's close enough. I got a few more things I'm going to finish up. I started last night trying to figure out where I'm going to cut holes for the 6x9. So I think that's the first thing I'm going to work on tonight. Try to get those wired also. At least wires run up to the dash. So, and again, you can't see it. I got the old Jackson Community College sticker off there. I got to clean a little more glue off there, I think. Window's kind of dirty, so you can't really tell, but yeah, I think that's where those are going to live. So I'm happy with that. So I got kickers sitting down there. The box is a little mangled right now. I'm going to stick in the back. So let's get to work. All right, we're back on it. Took a few days off. Lions game. I don't know, just kind of wore out, a little tired, but just want to say now we're back on it. It's the 25th, I think, maybe 24th. I don't remember. Irrelevant. All right, so I'll show you what I'm working on right now. So I came out here last Friday night and I started cutting speaker holes. Now, the problem is I figured out that those speakers sit pretty high up. And it looks like most 6x9s do. They've got this ridge that I'll show you on this one I've already modified for the speaker grills, which usually when you're putting it in a door panel or something like that, it doesn't matter. Now, trying to do functionality and gaudy looks. So, the problem is this doesn't fit on it flush, okay? So I came up with this plan. We are going to mount speakers on the underside of the package tray, which I think shouldn't be a problem for the most part. Might have a few snags, but we'll figure it out. But anyways, I'm going to try to mount them underneath there. And what I came up with was taking nut certs and putting them in here, and then just using cap head screws, and that should work. So we're going to give that a shot and see what happens. So, all right. Wonder if you can hear that. I don't know. My ears are ringing right now, so I have no idea. But, man, it is raining like crazy outside. It's pretty nuts. What a wacky winter we've had. I don't think I've ever seen it rain like this in January, constantly. So, I got a feeling there's going to be some flooding tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, wanted to give you an update on what's going on. So, let's take a look back here. I've loosely got speaker wire run. So I kind of figured out that my idea wasn't going to work. I've got nut certs in the speakers. But you know what? I just mounted both of them like that. And then these are just going to get, I think I should have enough room to run a nut a screw on the bottom of these. You know, like put a flathead screw. I've got some flathead number 8 screws, machine screws that I can put through there with a nut on the bottom side. Man, I'm just gonna cut a hole in the package tray panel back here and just bolt them on there. You know, that way they're on there, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. So, just run some screws into the package tray panel, and we'll be good. What else did I do? I don't know. That's enough for. That's all the insulation I've got. I might do that spot right there, kind of how I did on the other side. Also, I've got a couple strips I could run, but I just had to move on to something else. I'm so ADD sometimes. So I took the rest of the dash apart. Got the headlight switch out of there. I know it looks like a wiring mess underneath there, but that's just because I've got everything unhooked. And I took some 80 grit sandpaper with that DA I've got right there and just started hitting the dash. No turning back now. But that's about it. It's actually, and it's January 25th. So, where am I at right now? I think at this point, I wanted to have my exhaust redone. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just going to make it good enough to get this car on the trailer. I'm not going to be able to get everything done that I wanted to get done just with work and everything else I'm doing right now in life. We are still trying to figure out when we're going to take time to paint the dash. I'm having my buddy come over to do that. Sounded like I heard a drip. I hope not. Anyways, I mean, I know this barn probably could use a new roof anyways, but not right now. If I can get that done, door panels are dropped off, material and all that stuff. So I've got that dropped off at my interior guy. So I got a couple other things to order for that and figure that out, but those are dropped off at least. I'm ready to go. Tomorrow night I need to get I need to drop the steering column down from the dash. I need to get that passenger side door window molding off so I can get that down to Clifton so you can start working on those. Let's see what else. And then just kind of get this dash sanded and then figure out what he wants me to do for primer. Just get everything taped off. The other thing I need to do maybe tomorrow night, maybe I should work on that first, is get the HVAC box in there, the heater box back in there. At this point, it's just the heater box. So, but anyways, so yeah, that's about it. So that's the update for right now. Trying to make another video. I know that this one is multiple days, but maybe that's kind of fun for you. I don't know. But this is all new to me, the video thing, recording. So, no Rod and Kustom out for the night. Good night.